If you paid attention to your course on the time frames, you'd understand that trends and every technical tool that you use in your technical analysis is time frame relative. What I mean by time frame relative is the trends you see on your monthly time frame, on your daily time frame, and down the ladder, they differ. But there is always a time frame that is the strongest of all the time frames, which is the monthly time frame. You use it to determine the general trend of the market. And when you determine the general trend of the market, then you can see what trends that are within the trends of the other time frames that you can take trades on the short term. But the monthly time frame is the strongest time frame in the forex market or anything that you are trading, and it gives you the general trend of the market. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to go through how to accurately draw the trend. That's number one. And number two, the stories that trends tell, the break of a trend, the gain of a trend, the loss of a trend. However you put it, it tells a story and it gives you a general framework of what the market is doing, which is very powerful and a tool you would use in in-depth technical analysis. Hello guys, if you've not subscribed to this channel, go on and click on the like, subscribe, click on the notification bell as it increases our algorithm, and every other video that came before this and even the foundation classes are linked on the description below. I also have a Telegram support group where you can come face to face with the team and also with me, and you can ask any question and I'll answer in the form of a video so that every other teammate will be able to learn from it. Let's get into trend stories. Amazing. You've been taught how to draw trend, especially for those who have been trading, but just bear with us in the way we draw our trend. I don't like putting it forward that this is the holy grail for trading. There is a lot of knowledge out there as well, which are very, very precise. But this is the way we draw our trends in chess log trade. Our trends, we draw them if it's a downtrend that we are drawing. What we do is, for example, according to your part one, this is the high of the market. Let me make this bold so that we can all see. Make it bold, very big. Remove the dots. So this is the high of the market, the highest, because I'm on the monthly time frame, but I made it a large a full screen, so you wouldn't be seeing the time frame. But when I exit, you can see that we are on the monthly time frame. So let me make it full again. So when you are chatting, if you want to make it full, it's over here. So this is the highest. So let me delete that. So we bring our tool, our ray. So I want to introduce you to the use of magnets. Now, this is your magnet. When you click on this magnet, it helps you to put your technical analysis tools on the precise place you want it to be. Because in chess log trades, we want to be precise. We want to be exact. We don't want it to be a region or an area. We want to always be exact. Another way you can put on this your magnet without clicking on it is using the control button when you've activated your tool. So I'm going to be using the control button because I don't want the magnet to just stay on. It might distract me because I'm on full screen. So when we want to draw our trend, remember you go to the highest high and the next high is this one, right? This is the the high, the highest high, and the next one is this one, right? So how we draw out our trend in this lock trade is when we bring our array, so we want to target the last push up and then to the next push up. That is the bullish candles. We don't draw our trends on the or our downtrends on the bearish candles. Some people draw their trends on the wicks. I am not saying it's wrong, but the chess lock way, we draw it on the bullish candles. Then our uptrends we draw on the bearish candles, the last bearish candles. I'll still go over to that, but that is how we draw it. So I'm going to tell you the story of this whole chart, and hopefully everything I'm saying would make sense to you, how important a trend is and how you can use it to understand the market. So when I pick up my array, I put it on this and on that, right? So I use my sorry, that's a mistake. I use my control key to make sure my lines are exact. Sorry. I use my control key to make sure it's exact because the control brings out the magnets, so it's exact. So this is the first trend that happened here. You remember how trend forms? For my beginner traders, let me just revisit that. This is the downtrend, and you remember when the downtrend starts, it goes up, it goes down. So this is the first high, and this is the next high. So that's what we just did here. So I know it makes sense. So we've drawn our first downtrend that happened here. And you see that on the general scheme of things, the market went down. There are other trends here. I just want to explain this singular trend that just happened. This market was on a very vicious downtrend until there was a test of the downtrend here. Some people call it confirmation. I call it a test. And when it was tested here, it was tested again here and broken a bit, then went down again before finally it was broken out of. You see, everything that happened here has broken out of the downtrend because the downtrend keeps the market going downwards. And what downwards mean is it is never getting to this price, to the highest price it went to. So this is the highest price, that is 1.42149. That is on the downtrend is that the market is never coming here. It is barricaded by the downtrend. So you see that all these highs here never reached the previous high. You see, all of them. If I draw all of them, they never got to the previous highs. Sorry about the plenty drawing. So that's why it's called a downtrend. It is moving downwards. So it was tested here, tested again, and then broken, right? So other downtrends that happened before all these things again. So there's another trend here because all the highs must form a downtrend when there is another high. So the next downtrend was from this place to that. You remember how we draw it? We have to use our magnet to make it exact. Yeah, let's make it exact. Yes, it's very exact. And let's make this one exact as well. So that's another downtrend that happened in this market. Let me change the color to, let me say yellow. Yeah, that's another downtrend that happened. You see that this downtrend held for some time. When the downtrend formed, there was a hit on it, it still respected until it broke. So this is how we analyze the market in just lock trades, right? You have to understand the activities that happened before where we now are happened. So when this downtrend was formed, it held until it was broken and a new high was formed here. This is the new high that gave birth to the next trend, this high. Maybe at some point, to be honest, it was this high because it was here. But you see that that high was broken again. And then I don't want to talk about the indicators of being broken or not. We are just focusing on the trend. So this high was now formed, showing that this downtrend is now invalid because it has been broken, right? So you have to adjust your trend to this place, and you have to be exact at that bullish candle, at that last bullish candle that happened there. Let's zoom in to look at it. The last bullish candle that happened is this one. That's it. So let's be exact. That's it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's it. That's the last bullish candle, you see. And that trend held until it was broken out of again, forming another high here. You see the way it broke out of it? It's just like clockwork, just what you're seeing. So another trend was formed again on this place. So let's see how far this trend went. There was a partial break. It came down, respected again, went down, right? And then it broke, testing the level, the trend that has been holding it for a long time. That was the test. Came down, respected behind the trend, tested again, and then broke out. So you see that these two trends are now invalid. So I have to remove this. And then we are now here. This is the new trend that just happened because this is another high. I hope you understand. This is another high. Let me go back so that you understand. Yeah. So when this trend was broken, a new high was formed. So this is the new high that was formed here. You see? So this one is invalid and this one is invalid. So we have to modify it. So it's no more this high. So it's now this high. So let's make it exact. Let's make sure it's exact at the bullish candle there. We have to be very exact. Bullish candle is here. The white one. That's it. So you see that the trend is what is holding the market since then till now. So you see this, our AUD card has been on a perpetual, all these things that happened here, we are trials to break, but it hasn't succeeded yet. So generally, AUD card has been on a perpetual downtrend. So let's look at the uptrends that happened here and there and maybe broken, because you have to analyze. I just finished analyzing the downtrend. You can go over and watch the video again to make sense of it. If you don't understand, come to the support group. I am happy to explain in more intricate details. That's the advantage of people that are in my support group as well. So the uptrend that happened. So, when this downtrend started, right? Everything that happened there is no succession of an uptrend here. So an uptrend started, immediately there was a low, and this is the low, right? Although on a micro level, there was an uptrend here, but don't worry about that. On a micro level, there was an uptrend here, which was broken. If you go back, when we would do time frame analysis of the market, you would understand what I mean on a micro level. On a micro level, again, there was a trend here that was broken on a very micro level. On a micro level, there was a trend here. On a micro level, there was a trend there, but they are very insignificant and they are on the very, very short time frames. So we are looking at the general levels that were held and the trends that were held on a monthly level. So don't worry about this tiny one. So you see that a low was formed here, right? So, and there was a trend identified by the formation of a higher low, which was this low right here. You see that low there? So normally, if you were in this market before all these things happened, you would have drawn a trend from here today. You remember that when we are drawing our uptrends, we are focusing on the the last bearish candle. So let's be exact, the last bearish candle, that one, and the last bearish candle there, that one. So that's it. And you see that the trend held until it was broken. You see, immediately it was broken, it formed a new low that will be our reference point. So we have to adjust the the bearish candle there. You see that the uptrend held until it was broken again, and there was a formation of this low and then this low as well. So you see that this low was broken again. So when I say broken means and the price went below it. That's what breaking is. So we'll have to adjust to this point again, right? So we are going from here down to that candle there, the bearish candle, not this bullish candle, the bearish candle, the blue one, right? So you see that it didn't hold for so much, it didn't hold at all. It didn't hold. The market just broke down again, forming a new low here. See that low there? You see, so we have to adjust our trend again to that one here. So you see that if this trend that held the market up, you see, held the market up, and before it was broken down here again. There are other trends that happened here, but I don't want you to focus on them. A trend happened here, but we've not started level adaptation. There is a course called level adaptation that when I teach it, you would see how that your trends transcend into your time frames and they adapt. So there is a superior trend and there is an inferior trend. That I will teach that. Don't worry about that. We are talking about just the major trends that happened in the market. So you see that as this trend held up and it was broken down, a new low was formed again. A new low was formed. So we have to adjust our trend. So where is it? Our trend is here. We have to adjust to that, right? So it's looking downwards, right? Don't worry, it's a trend. Believe me. So you see that this trend held. You see it held here, and that was the hold that led to the attack. Because you know, when I told you in my previous classes, I told you that trading is a fight between the bear and the bull. The buyers want to win, the sellers want to win. It's your ability to find who is winning that makes you a profitable trader as well. So you see that this trend held and led to the attack of this trend, and then this trend has been holding for some time again, and then it led to the formation of another trend, because this is a low. This is a low here, right? So then that means we are going to draw another trend. Sorry about my tools. Another trend from here to this is the bearish candle there. Let's make it exact at the top or the bottom there. Good. So you see, this is where we are now in this market. So from everything we've analyzed, with time, why I want you to practice this is you have to be able to explain the market to yourself. When you are doing that, it gives you more understanding on how to draw the trend and what the market is doing. So you see that where we are now, you don't even need this trend here. It's so far away, this trend here. This is where we are in the market now. And this is it signifies something, to be honest. It does signify something, but we're not going into that. All we are focusing on is the stories that trends tell. So now, if anybody would ask you, your AUD card, what is the general trend of AUD card? AUD card has been on a perpetual downtrend, but now there is an uptrend that is attacking the downtrend. An uptrend has formed. You remember all through this analysis, all through the analysis, the uptrend could not stand here. All through here, where we identified the stand of an uptrend was around this region, if you remember, and immediately the market broke down, it adjusted to this region, and then it was this trend that held the market up to this level. And then inside this trend, you remember the way that we drew this one. You remember when we were doing our downtrend, because I don't want you to get confused. Nobody can get confused in my class. No. You remember when we were drawing the downtrend, when this one was a binding downtrend. Let me go to when this one, when these two were the binding downtrend. You remember that we drew another downtrend again from here so that we can analyze what happened there. So that's the same thing that we are doing for the uptrend as well. So since this level has held the market, there was a formation of another uptrend here. This is where we are in this market right now. And this is a very significant state of AUD card, which would be explained in future classes, because if I go into it, it's going to be too much of a move from the course and the holistic teachings that we are trying to bring out. So what you tell anybody about AUD card after you've analyzed it this way is that AUD card has been on a downtrend, because you see that the downtrend has been predominating for a very long time. But now you see that from this point, an uptrend started. From this point, an uptrend that is attacking the level. When we teach targets, you understand what I mean by attacking, because the market always knows what it's doing. In this forex trading or anything trading, there is always an attack of levels. That's what is happening. If you can identify the level being attacked, you can project whether it's going to be broken, you can project whether it's going to hold. All of those things is what we do in trading. So I hope you understand what I did today. Today is very informative for my beginner traders. You can never be thrown off balance. I'm waiting for you in my support group. Anything you don't understand, just chat me up. I would always reply. This is the conclusion of trends, and I hope you understand trend, how to draw the trend, and how to tell a story just using the monthly time frame. By the time we do level adaptation, we will now go down to other time frames so that you can see the information you can pick up from the different time frames, because it's the more information you pick up about your charting, because in chess lock trade your chart is your money. When you draw your chart and you are able to pick out your targets and you take your trades, it gives you a wonderful opportunity to be profitable. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.